Flying on a flagpole in front of a house in my hometown. Oklahoma, I'm from Oklahoma. Oklahoma wasn't even a state during any of the Confederacy. So if you're flying a Confederate flag in the state of Oklahoma, I have a lot of anger for you.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. And I've seen these things on for sale along the roads in my small hometown. And so when I see somebody like this who got that tattoo and then went through some form of education, and says, you know what, I don't want this on me anymore. Here's what I was thinking. Here's what I think now. I'm going to get this removed. I put a comment in here, and let me get this pulled up. And I wrote this right here. I wrote, respect to this man for being willing to put a face and a personal story to the act of removing tattoos. We're here because the Confederacy was never properly punished. Now, that's something I believe strongly. That the reason that this sort of stuff hangs around is because a couple hundred years ago we didn't
Execute them. You're traitors.
Yeah. And then a woman and I covered her name and her profile because I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to bring any negativity towards her in any form or fashion. She had a very interesting opinion and I wanted to share it. She wrote, she tagged me, she's a tanner. He's 40 years old with gray hair. It took him 40 years to care about how this affected us, and you think this is something to respect. Now, I am a person who's very perfectly capable of taking an education. I also don't think that she's wrong, and I can understand her frustration around that. At the same time, I also think that if somebody's willing to share, I don't want to call it like their evolution or their, you know what, I'm thinking about this differently, I've learned something and this changes how I feel about it, and now I don't want this on me because I understand fully what it represents. For me, I think that section of it should be something that, because I know a lot of people, I've just seen so much of it around that I wish more of it had seen his story to maybe gain some context. And so I'm curious what you guys think as you look at that video and you see the comment I put and you see her response, which again, I'm not saying she's wrong, that's a valid opinion. I'm just trying to square it all.
I think two things.
You were here from the start, bro.
Yes, it is. I understand what you're saying. Like, you're like, okay,
very much, bro.
People that are really recognizing their wrong and fighting them.